Welcome to my channel. Today I handle a very interesting issue that is happening in our country. A revolution is brewing in this country today. The events of Finance Bill 2024 have elicited an uprising across the country. The so-called Generation Z have woken up, and they've inspired a new generation that's rising up to claim what is rightfully theirs. President Ruto, you might not know what is coming to hit you. I think if ever you had your intelligence on the ground, then I think your intelligence has let you down. For a very long time, the Kenyan people have quietly and in a very diplomatic way raised concerns on some of these issues. You chose to maintain a steady silence. You just thumbed. You ignored them. I give you an example of Pharaoh, the biblical Pharaoh. When God sent Moses and told Pharaoh, "Let my people go," Pharaoh was so intransigent, he was so stubborn, he ignored. Do you know how many plagues were sent before Pharaoh allowed the Israelites to go? I can tell you, if there were any plagues that have been sent to your regime towards this end, plague 1, Kenyans send messages to their members of parliament telling them, please, we are overtaxed. It's not that we don't want to pay taxes, but we are overtaxed. Can you shelve the Finance Bill 2024? Then we proceed with 2023 Finance Bill until the economy recovers. That's when we can continue paying taxes, and then the economy on itself can organically grow. Then we pay taxes. They ignored. 204 MPs voted and passed the finance bill, which is now going to the final stage before you are sent to it. If you thought that was not enough, Kenyans demonstrated across the country. Mr. President, in your own backyard, Eldoret, your standard presidential flag, the wheelbarrow, was brought down. Does that ring a bell to you? Your own people who were so passionate about you in the last election have now come to realize you don't represent their interest, and you're just there to pursue your own selfish interests? Mr. President, if you thought you have legitimacy, I'm telling you today, you have lost legitimacy. I hear your Foreign Affairs Minister Salim Davadi say that if they reject the finance bill, that brings down your government. Today, I inform you, Kenyans already brought down your government, and they're just waiting for you to pack and go. Mr. President, the Kenyans are going through a hard time. If you thought the military will defend you, or the police, or intelligence, I have very strange news for you and bad news for you. Do you know what happened to Sri Lanka when people got tired and they invaded the presidential palace? It's not the people who are in power who are powerful. Mr. President, your military might not protect you. The police might not protect you. When the people rise up and they say they are tired, they'll storm that statehouse and you'll be forced to flee. You saw what happened in Nakuru? Just mere young people got to statehouse Nakuru. What does that ring a bell? Does that ring a bell, Mr. President? In these coming days, people have lined up several issues and activities that they want to do that will culminate into occupying now State House. It has now morphed from Occupy Parliament to Occupy State House. I think things are getting out of hand. You have a last chance to redeem yourself, Mr. President. You can pull a fast one. On Tuesday, withdraw the finance bill. Address the nation. You have withdrawn the finance bill. Let us go to the drawing board. This life is not pegged on the finance bill. Your budget is not pegged on the finance bill. You have to have your great advisors who can tell you on what to do. But if you keep on insisting on this thing, then I think this will be a Waterloo. Just watch this space. And I give you examples of what happened to Sri Lanka and what happened to Burkina Faso, the Blaise Compaoré issues. Just take those as examples of how the people rose up and brought down a regime that was oppressive, a regime that was not listening to their cries. That is my free advice, Mr. President, for you wherever you are, and take it or leave it.